Hello everyone, it's Whovian Maverick, and today we're reviewing Full Circle, which is one of those stories that that introduces Adric, which is the new companion after Romana leaves in Warrior's Gate. So we meet Adric, and he's kind of like, so there's this planet, and also, by the way, this is the first time, so when Full Circle is made, so it starts out like this basically. The Doctor is in the TARDIS with Romana, fixing K9 as much as he can. Meanwhile, he wants Romana's time with the Doctor has run out, and she's forced to go to Gallifrey. And she's really denial about it, and there's nothing the Doctor can do. So what the Doctor does is he tells K9 to take them to Gallifrey, but unfortunately, it does not take them to Gallifrey. It takes them to E-Space, which, and by the way, this story is the one that starts the E-Space trilogy, beginning with Full Circle, then State of Decay, and then ending with Warrior's Gate. This 3-part saga of Doctor Who is about Doctor being on weird adventures with monsters. I mean, it's basically Doctor Who. I don't know the difference from E-Space to actual space. I mean, I think the difference is it's a bit more paranormal and a bit stranger. Like the laws of gravity don't work that much in E-Space. So when they realize they've arrived on, I don't remember what the planet was for Full Circle, but they land on a planet around E-Space. And the Doctor goes outside and he realizes that it's not Gallifrey. Meanwhile, the episode introduces us to 4 teenagers. Meanwhile, Adric, and they're trying to steal like fruit from another tribe. And meanwhile, because they're like fugitives or something, and so meanwhile, this tribe is trying to leave the planet and actually leave the planet so they could leave all the monsters behind because of how, shoot, I forgot too, oh my gosh. I think, and then when we cut to the 4 teenagers of Adric, they are kind of like fugitives trying to steal fruit and survive, and they're trying to figure out what's best for them. Meanwhile, Adric wants to fulfill his dream of being like a pilot or something. I mean, I would go for his dreams. So Adric just really wants to follow his dream, but the other teenagers are like, but you can't do that because they're fugitives, remember? So Adric doesn't listen and he leaves. I don't remember what the Doctor and Romana do afterwards. I don't think we cut to them until like way later. So the captain of the tribe forgot his name, but anyway, Adric is going by himself, trying to steal some fruit. It looks like watermelon mixed with some cantaloupe. Anyway, when Adric is caught by the leader follows Adric and they have like this weird chase. But then some steam comes from the water and it's starting to, and something grabs the leader when they get into the water. And it grabs the leader and it sucks him in. And he says,
"Oh, we've come to Full Circle."
And he just suffocates in the water and dies. And never to be seen ever again. And Adric is the witness of all of this. He sees this all happening and he doesn't know what dragged the leader into the water. And then we find out it's Marshmen, which are these aliens that just came out of the water, and they're native aliens from the original planet. And the whole species, I don't know what Adric's species are, but none of them have ever encountered Marshmen. Later we find out that they're just peaceful people who just speak in an alien language, and the Doctor is the first one to know and figure out that they're just trying to live their happy lives, because they're stealing all the fruit and food and supplies, and they're putting on a spaceship and they're leaving the planet. And that's why the Marshmen attack, because they don't want them to steal all of it, because it's their planet, not theirs. So, vandalism, kind of. And then the teenagers, which were left in the cave where they were hiding, they see a TARDIS, and the first thing they think is, oh, I'm gonna go inside and take the ship, because they're gonna use it. And so that's what they do. And they take the Doctor or Romana as hostage. I don't think Romana's there. I remember the Doctor is being taken hostage. And then after that, I don't remember. I mean, I remember the Doctor and Romana are explaining why you guys are doing this, taking over the ship. And then I think Romana shows some kind of intimidation, so I feel like they back off. Meanwhile, K9's just there, kind of really, really broken from Leisure Hive. Oh, fun fact, and I'll get back to the story, but fun fact, they referenced E-Space before Full Circle. They referenced the Meglos. I forgot to mention that, but they actually mentioned E-Space at the end of Meglos, or somewhere around that, which is pretty interesting. Anyway, back to Full Circle. Don't remember much, so I'm gonna have to cut ahead a bit. So Adric eventually does steal the fruit, and he brings it back to his teenager friends. And I remember one time, I think Adric was being really wounded and getting hurt by something. And I remember Marshman, I think, and so he got randomly teleported to the TARDIS, and that's where he meets Adric and Romana. And then Romana helps Adric, heal. And then later in the episode, we find out that his wounds can heal really, really fast, which they find out. The fruit they have. Now, Romana and the other teenagers who are hiding with Adric, they are in a cave now, and they have all the fruit they need to survive. One of the girls from the group has their dad as one of the leaders for the Odyssey they're about to do. They're about to leave the planet, and she kind of wants to go to her dad because he misses her dad. She misses her dad, and he misses her. So we kind of have that going on. It's not as much as big a deal, but it's mentioned multiple times. And then we find out that the Marshmen come and they start attacking the TARDIS, and now K9 is a bit like he's okay now, but he's not fully stable. So he comes out of the TARDIS and he gets literally ripped apart. His head comes off because the Marshmen attack him, and then Ron is just left there, just alone. And then the fruit, huge scary spiders start coming out of the fruit, and they attack her. They attack Romana, and I think later on they possess her with their bite. It's not venomous bite, but the bite is kind of possessive. So later when the spiders bite her, she comes back, but she's kind of evil, so she's like under a spell. And the Marshmen, I think they're going through all the people that are trying to leave the planet. 3 leaders who haven't made the decision to leave yet. And then they meet the Doctor, who introduces himself to 3 leaders who wants to leave. And then I think what I remember Doctor doing mostly is he's experimenting. He's kind of trying to figure out what the Marshmen are doing and why. So when they actually kidnap one of the Marshmen, the scientists meet with the Doctor, try to figure out what they are, because they've never seen anything like it. They've never seen a Marshman in their entire lives. And the last time they saw a Marshman, it was centuries ago in that planet. So they're trying to figure out what they want and what they are, because they've never seen cells like this with the Marshmen. But then they find out that it's kind of like it just harmed the Marshmen, and then it gets mad enough to attack the other people. And then they think, oh no, the Marshmen he attacked, even though they don't know that they just attacked the Marshmen first. And then the doctor gets angry at them because he doesn't listen. Because all the time, I mean literally all the time, the doctor's always saying the right stuff because he is, dude. I mean, the doctor is the best. He's always saying the truth, and he's always right, too. So the doctor tries to find the Marshman when the Marshman goes missing inside the spaceship, which they are trying to leave the planet from. And then, I mean, they find, and then later in the episode, possessive Romana comes around and starts attacking some of the teenagers. I think the Marshmen come, but some of the people trap them in a cage. And the possessive Romana, who got bit by spiders, I think she's trying to release them. I don't know what she's doing. Okay, as soon as like Romana comes back to form, it's a little weird. So what I remember is I don't remember what Adric did, but so this is how the episode actually ends. So the leaders don't actually know how to fly the spaceship, so a doctor helps them how to fly it, and then meanwhile he releases all the Marshmen from the cage that they trapped them in previously, because they realize that's not because I don't remember why, but I remember they just let them loose. And then after that I realized Romana stopped being possessive. So when the Marshmen get released, Romana stops being possessed. She comes back to her original form, and she tries fixing K9, who's his head is literally ripped apart from his body, and he's being pretty bad from the Marshmen. You can see the writers are really trying literally everything to just keep K9 out of the stories because he's too strong. I think after that, Adric decides to be the doctor. No, wait. I remember. So, Adric was not planned to be with the doctor. He was actually a stowaway, which we find out in the next story, State of Decay. Fun fact, I actually haven't seen State of Decay, but I plan on watching it. It's gonna take me a while to finish the whole story. It's only 4 parts, so State of Decay is gonna take a while. After Adric stowaways in the TARDIS, and after the people leave their spaceship alone, leave the Marshmen alone in their own planet, everyone's happy. The end. And then State of Decay, okay, just letting you guys know, I have not seen State of Decay, so it's gonna take me a while to actually make the review come out. So it is Tuesday, so it might take longer than just a week to make State of Decay review, so I'm sorry. Yeah, that was full circle. The story came out 1980. That's right. This came out in October 25th of 1980. And we meet Adric. We don't know about him that much. We all know that he's independent of himself. He's rebelled, and he likes taking risks, which he does that a lot in Doctor Who. I mean, Adric, for many people, is the worst companion ever. I don't see Adric like that. I mean, the first time I saw the 4th Doctor's regeneration scene, and then I saw Tegan, Nyssa, and Adric, I was like, and now, by the way, I didn't know anything about Doctor Who. In fact, the only thing I knew is the Doctor's regeneration. But I just saw them 3, and I was like, what the freak are they? Are they Power Rangers? They're literally wearing a color scheme. So Tegan was purple, Nyssa was pink, and Adric was yellow. And I was like, what is this? So this is probably the biggest problem with me with the companions in this season, is that they all wear ridiculous outfits. I mean, you could tell them it's from different societies and planets, but come on, they just look weird. They don't even look cool too. I mean, there's some cool costumes that they've made over Doctor Who, but it just looks weird. I mean, Nyssa's supposed to be a princess, and her outfit kind of fits that, so I can't really judge. For Patrick, I don't really know why they made his costume like that. Maybe so it could fit into another civilization that we haven't seen yet. And for Tegan, she's just a normal lady that just wears like that classic 50s clothing in the 80s. Clearly someone has not grown out of the 50s or 60s probably. Or maybe 70s. Alright. Let's get to actually thinking about my thoughts, because I think this story is actually really good. There's a lot of scenes where Tom Baker made me laugh, I'm not gonna lie. I still love Tom Baker, he's great. I hope he doesn't die this year. And what else do I like? But the Marshmen look really cool. Like when that scene when they come out of the water, it looks really, really cool. And it made a really cool cliffhanger. The possessed Romana thing, where she was bit by spiders. I like that they put like makeup on her so you can tell she's possessed. I thought that was cool, but I just thought that the whole plot about her being possessed is really pointless. Maybe they needed a reason to kill someone off or have a reason to do something. It just doesn't make sense. I mean, it's cool, but it's not necessary. Pouring K9, he just gets beating up. What else do I like? I mean, I think E-Space looks really cool. I mean, that scene where they entered E-Space and they have these wavy, distorted effects coming at you. I think the setting looks really good too. It looks like an actual planet that isn't Earth. Pretty impressive. Because it's really hard to tell if it's a normal forest. I mean, you can tell it's a forest, but they add a lot of stuff that looks really cool that you can't really see anywhere else in the world. The music, I don't really remember any of the music. I mean, I remember when K9 was traveling around and following the Marshman music. That kind of stayed with me, I'm not gonna lie. Really, really, I like the 80s. I think that's it. I think from my reasons from my criticism and for my thoughts on this episode, I think I'm gonna give it, did I give Meglos an 8 out of 10 last time? Oh man, I regret that now. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give Full Circle an 8.5 out of 10. Yes, decimals. And only because I just want, you can just say it's 8 out of 10. But I'm only saying 8.5 out of 10 because it's better than Meglos. But it doesn't leave the fact that they're both really weird episodes in every way. But I can't really help it. I love weird. The Marshmen look cool though. I feel like they should come back. Well, that was the first review for E-Space and the third review for this season of Doctor Who, which is season 18. See you guys next week or next week and a half, because it's gonna take a while to do the other episodes. So see you guys later. This is Whovian Maverick. And also, I forgot to mention one more thing. My schedule for most of my schedule for most of the time on this channel is gonna be one video every weekday and one video every weekend. That's how it's gonna work. So see you guys later. This is Whovian Maverick, and I'm signing off. See you guys later.